Obviously, really excited about the performance of our group tonight. Just felt like we had a really good week of practice. Yesterday, as sharp of a walk-through, run-through as we've had, and they got up this morning. I mean, at 7:30 this morning, they're chomping at the bit, and I was a little worried about us being too excited to play today. But I knew we were ready to play. I knew we were going to play well. I think Temple has a lot of talent over there. This is a team that, this is the first win at home against Temple since '96. That's a long time. And, some of the older kids talked about just, how badly Temple beat them their freshman and sophomore years. I think just embarrassing performances. And so to see our group of older kids go out there and play that way against that program at home, that's just a really impressive performance by those kids, and just really proud of them, proud of the work that they're putting in. Thank you, Pirate Nation, for the way you showed up today. Thanks again to the student body. Got to visit with them a little bit before the game as they were preparing to come in, and just really a special stadium there today in spite of the elements. So good win number 5. So we're 5-4, over 500 in November. Good night.
Because you mentioned the 5 wins. You usually don't like to look ahead, but now one win from the bowl. Is that something you can start talking about now?
Nah, I don't. No, you can't, because you got to focus on who you're playing. I mean, they all know it. Believe me, promise you, they know it. Everybody in Greenville knows it. But we're playing a very good Memphis team. Knocked off a ranked SMU team today. We've got to go 2 there. It's an early kickoff. I've seen some on film already. I know that receiver they've got is pretty special. So we're going to have our hands full. But the focus is just trying to get better every day and trying to play really well next weekend in Memphis, and we'll see if we're good enough.
Mike, I think all 3 touchdown passes were to tight ends tonight.
Yep.
Was that something that you saw in game plan for, or is that something that just kind of happened?
Well, I think we saw it in practice, and I think we continue to see it with the development of that group. I thought Ryan Jones had his best week of practice this week, and I made the comment to John Gilbert either yesterday or Thursday. I said, I'm telling you, he's making plays in practice that are just extremely impressive. I said, there's going to be a game somewhere along in here where he's going to have just a blowout, breakout game. And I think tonight was it. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Over 100 yards receiving for a tight end. 2 touchdowns. Real close to having a third right there. Just barely stepped out. And then Shane. I've said it. Shane is the total package. Good blocker. He's a good receiver. And he's still really, really young. So those 2 guys just really, they're a great 1-2 punch there. Aaron Jarman, ironically Temple transfer, did a lot of great things in the run game tonight. So that tight end room had a real good night tonight.
168 yards total that you allowed them. What stood out to you that was working so well defensively? You really erased the run early.
Well, I thought our defensive linemen and linebackers, really. They owned the line of scrimmage. That's the whole key to it. They did a great job, gap integrity, winning their gap, and just really knocking the offensive line back. And as elementary as that sounds, that's what it was. We whipped them up front.
Going into this game, we talked a lot about Temple Tough. What does a 45-3 win say about Pirate Tough?
I challenged the kids to be the most physical team in the stadium this afternoon, to be the ones that played with the most passion and intensity and most physicality. I think they demonstrated that.
Your defense had to face 2 sudden changes, got a 3-and-out both times. Is there anything you guys do in practice to simulate?
Yeah. It's something we work with. Coach Harold does a great job with it. It's really a mentality thing for us because our job right there is to try to hold them to at least a field goal, hopefully nothing. And so we're able to force no points one time. Unfortunately, we gave the field goal there in the second half. So. The kids were disappointed in that, but it's a mindset that those defensive coaches do a great job with.